Hello everybody, this is your girl Slick Vic. Welcome to Peace, Toast, and Jam. You guys, I apologize for the lack of podcasting episodes I've had lately. There's really no other excuse other than an apology. So we'll just keep it at that. We'll keep it short, simple, and sweet. But welcome to the end of April, and it's Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. If you are watching this on Earth, I'm so happy that you're here because you're just an amazing Earthling. And I just told my Patreon members this morning today in our Discord account, I'm like, the Earth is so much cooler with you in it. So if you're watching this right now on Earth, it just got that much cooler because you're also on Earth. Now, if you're an alien watching this, hi, welcome to the Earth world. If you'd like to come visit, please come see me in Tampa, Florida. I believe in aliens, 100%. Maybe we'll do another episode on that, aliens, because they're real. Do you know that there's another planet that was found that's like a bigger Earth? I just saw this. I just shared it with Javi, my boyfriend, and he was like, yeah, I saw that. But and I was like, yeah, it's real. It's real. There's like a bigger Earth that's out there. And I don't think it's too far from us, which is even like crazier and cooler. And I'm like, you can't tell me that if they're sending like Katy Perry out to space and whatever her name is, Gail, blah, 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 that they don't know about this and they're not trying to go there instead of just sending people up there for like, what is it? Was it 11 seconds or 11 minutes? I don't know. Not really. We won't get into that. But anyways, so happy Earth Day. First and foremost, please bear with me with this whole podcast stuff. I've been trying to make this podcasting, vlogging, YouTube channel a lot better. I'm really trying to find a better way to do it because it just seems like I'm trying to fit these episodes in life when there's not children around or a crazy dog. Chomper, you guys know my Belgian Malinois, he's a crazy man. And I don't have studio space or anything like that. And what I'm actually using right now is a vlog camera thing that connects directly or wirelessly into my phone. And I got off TikTok shop, which I know this is a plug for my TikTok shop. But I am recording with the back camera so I can see myself, because I don't have like a fancy schmancy camera and all the equipment, and I'm using the microphone on my laptop right here, and I'm using Audacity, and then I have to do this and all this stuff that like I normally didn't have to do whenever Spotify decided to just change everything. So like, Spotify, why did you do that? But whatever. It's probably so they can make more money, which I totally get it because everybody is like hurting for money. So with all that being said, if you're still here with me, please bear with me. Please subscribe still and share these episodes as much as you can. And one more time, I do apologize for the lack of episodes. It's just been a crazy time for me trying to get this stuff to work. So anyways, today's episode is about I found this on Kiddle.com, just some website. I really didn't look too much into the website, to be honest with you. But it's 80 plus Gen Z slang words and how to use them. Slang words through the Gen Z crowd. Okay, because I was talking about this with some of the girls at jiu-jitsu this morning, and we were saying some words and we were explaining them to each other if some of us didn't know. And I was like, you know what? I understand the Gen Z language only because, or only through the little ones in my life. So there's like 10, 11-year-olds and 7, 8-year-olds in my life right now. And so whenever they say something and I'm like, wait, what did you say? They're like, oh yeah, Aunt Vic or Vic, it's this. And I'm like, what? Like my brain is like, and I just think about that as, I'm sure when we were growing up and our parents heard us say things, they're like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just incredible how the generations have words for everything. So I figured we'd just go through some words as much. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get through all 80 plus, but this is going to be a really cool educational moment for anyone who is not part of the Gen Z crowd, or maybe you are and you still don't know about these words. But just some popular words, some different phrases, the lingo of today that'll keep us all in check. So that if kids or the Gen Z, I shouldn't say kids, but if the Gen Z crowd is saying this, or anyone that is using the slang word from Gen Z, we'll know. We'll be in the know. We won't be like blinking with like crickets in the background. Like, what did you just say? Okay, so here we go. Starting out with number 1, ate. A-T-E. Like, I was thinking like, oh, she just ate something, right? It's nothing to do with eating, just so you know. But it's when it describes when someone delivers on something in a good way and can be used in a variety of contexts, like referring to someone's performance or fashion style. So example is, she ate that performance. There was an encore. So it's like when that person did something really great. Like, oh man, she ate that painting. Like, the painting looks incredible. I'm sure no one would say that. That just shows that I don't know how to properly use it really well. Maybe that's okay. I don't know. So 8. Number 2 is amped. Amped is a way to express excitement. There's a new episode out tonight. I'm so amped. That's funny because I feel like I've used that before. So that's an interesting one. Bae. Oh, I've used bae before. It's just like a shortened word for your baby, your person, your significant other that you're romantically with. So like, I'm out with bae tonight. That's cute. I say that. Actually, my boyfriend and I just call each other babe. Just babe. We don't even shorten it. We just said babe. Basic. Basic is used to describe someone who has mainstream standard, unoriginal taste. So I'm pretty basic. I like the original. I feel like a lot of people, they can use it like either way. So if someone, like they said, like if you're just like, you're just mainstream standard, whatever, you're like, yeah, I'm like super basic. Like that's it. Like I am like just down the line, this kind of thing. But people can also say it like in a negative way, to be like, oh, she's so basic or he's so basic. And I think it depends on what you want to be known for. So there's that. Bet, B-E-T. Bet means yes, it's on, or okay, or absolutely. So like a friend asks if you're still keen to meet up on Saturday, you reply, bet. Like if someone's like, are you cool to hang out later? You're like, bet. Or like, you get what I'm saying? You're like, bet. Like, absolutely, yeah. So you're just in agreement. I would love to know where that came from. That's so strange, but it's strange to me. All right, 6 is bougie. Is the Gen Z word for when something is very fancy or luxurious. Of course, I've heard this a lot. The hotel was so bougie. Everyone had their own personal butler. Oh, yeah. Must be nice to have their own personal butler. That is super bougie. Big yikes. When something is very embarrassing or cringy and it warrants more than just a yike. Oh, the example is that singing audition didn't go as he planned. Big yikes. It's funny because I feel like we just say that too. Like just randomly. But maybe. I don't know. Bruh. This is such a Gen Z thing. What is he? 8 years old now? 8-year-old nephew says bruh to me all the time. And I'm like, I'm not your bruh. Okay, what? Bruh is generally used when you're shocked or disappointed in something that someone said, did, or an event that happened. But also it can be used to express someone's excitement or surprise, or generally to address a brother or mate. Confusing? Thought so. Pay attention to the context and demeanor of the person expressing bruh. So an example is, bruh, what you did was not cool. Interesting. I feel like my nephew uses it with me when he's just trying to explain something to me, like, bruh, you gotta see this. And I'm like, why you call me bruh? Just call me your aunt. Like, what? Bussin'. Bussin' means really good. It can be used to describe food, an event, or anything you think is great. So example is, the omelet is absolutely bussin'. Oh my gosh, I could just keep saying that. I love that word. It's crazy. I love it. Cap and no cap. This is actually one of the words that we said this morning in jiu-jitsu. Cap is Gen Z slang that means lie or false. When someone is lying, they're capping. No cap is the opposite. It means absolute truth. Okay. So I definitely saw him do it. No cap means like for sure. And cap is like false. That would get confusing to me, honestly. I'd have to like practice that one. Anyways. 11 is canceled. I've heard that. So Gen Z uses this word to describe something they've stopped supporting or are boycotting due to unethical behavior. I'm sure a lot of people have canceled Katy Perry. Bringing back Katy Perry just because it's in the news right now. I'm sorry, Katy Perry. You did it to yourself. But example, this company has been creating tons of waste and not doing anything about it, even though they're well aware of their environmental impact. They're canceled in my books. Beautiful. Okay. 12 is CEO. CEO refers to someone who is the master or expert of something. It can be used in a negative way. For example, when you call out someone who is the CEO of something that is negative. Okay. Example, you came first again. You're the CEO of that game. This kind of stuff is so funny to me. Okay. This is interesting. I haven't heard this one. Cheugy. Okay, but it's spelled Cheugy, but it's pronounced as cheugy, is used to describe something which is cringe, not cool or trendy, or too try hard. Definitely not a compliment. So example is, those shoes are so last season. So cheugy. Excuse me. Cheugy. Don't be cheugy in life. In any way, shape, or form, do not be cheugy. Okay. 14 is clapback. A clapback is a sharp and quick response or comeback to criticism or other negative statements. A witty, clever, or strong response is more likely to be referred to as a clapback. An example would be, he clapped back at the statements from the online haters and silenced them. Clapback. What? I love it. 15, clout. Yeah, I've heard of this. Clout is someone's fame or popularity within the social media space. I have heard of this before. Someone who has a good clout, has a strong following, and gets a lot of attention for their posts or online activity. Example, he's built good clout with 1 million followers on Instagram. So I've heard this in a negative context as like, they're just doing it for the clout. They're just doing it for the clout, something like that. So like just attention seeking on social media. So something like that. The phrase is like that. So it's funny. I haven't heard it as in a positive way before. So interesting. 16 is curve. Curve is when you're avoiding another person's romantic advances to them in a non-confrontational way. I have heard of this, without fully ignoring them. So example would be, when he asked her out, she asked him how his parents were doing. Then she said she was running off somewhere and called him bro. Curve. Okay. That was a weird example, but basically you're trying to be nice by saying like you're not interested romantically. So, okay. 17 is dank. Okay, dank. Dank is Gen Z slang used to refer to anything that is high quality or excellent. Originally, it was used to describe the quality of weed. Okay. It has also been used to refer to good memes on the internet. So example would be, the food was dank except for the fish which was overcooked. Okay. Pretty cool. That's so interesting because I didn't think dank would have been like a positive thing. For whatever reason, it sounds like it has like a negative like vibe to it. Okay. We'll just go up to 20 just so you guys know. All right. So we're on 18. Dead or dead. So like the word dead, D-E-A-D, or dead, D-E-D. When you're laughing so hard at something you find hilariously funny, you respond, I'm dead. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. I've been using this phrase a lot. Similar to saying like, I'm weak. Oh my gosh. So example would be, stop. This is too funny. I'm dead. I've texted that a lot. Delulu, which is number 19. D-E-L-U-L-U. Delulu is short for delusional and is generally used to mean crazy, but in a cute way. So delulu is commonly used in relationships where somebody in love acts in an irrational way. An example would be, I must be delulu, but I feel like he was giving me signs. He made eye contact with me today in class. So it's like a sweet delusional thing. Okay. And number 20 for the last one is drip. Drip. Drip means cool, often used in the context of someone having on trend or fashionable style. You can use it as a compliment to compliment someone's outfit or different parts of their outfit. Example would be, your shoes are dripping. Oh, okay. See, this is so funny to me because like when I think about the word cool, like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. It sounds so natural, whatever, but I could tell that like, if someone from a different generation that didn't use that phrase, they'd be like, cool. Like, why is it cool to the touch? Like frozen, icy? Like, why are you saying that? Oh, is that person like coming down with a cold? It's nothing to do with that. And drip, which means like it's fashionable style. Like your shoes are dripping. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, did I spill something on it? Is there something like in it? Like what? Hilarious. Just the usage of words and slang is just so interesting to me. I love it. I sometimes will, what's the word? Like I want to, like be stubborn and not use it. So like these Gen Z words, I'm like, gosh, I'm not going to use these words. But then I find myself randomly saying it and I'm like, it's leaking into my brain. The Gen Z crowd is like, they're molding me. What? So anyways, I'll do more of these if you guys want. I find these to be hilarious and fun and educational, honestly. And it keeps us all up to date with how people are speaking, how society is speaking, because Gen Z will be at one point a generation that we're in right now. I'm a millennial, you know what I mean? And then a whole new group of words will be coming and they'll probably be saying the same thing. So it's just an interesting like circle of life events and stuff. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the 20 Gen Z slang words that I just gave you. You're welcome. As always, please share this with anyone you think needs to hear these words. If you want more of these words, let me know and I'll do another one on it. I mean, we have 80 plus here on this website, so thank you, Kittl.com. And please share this episode on your socials. Please follow me on my socials, of course. You can find me at Slick Vic BA, B as in boy, A as in apple. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, of course, here on YouTube. Please subscribe and let people know that this even exists. And hopefully we keep growing this channel and get these podcasts even better. I want to have guests on here. I need to figure out all of like the audio stuff with that. And maybe figure out like a really cool studio background to have, because obviously I'm doing this in my shack of a house and with just a random background isn't really cutting it, but there's nowhere else for me to go, you know? But that's okay. We're making it happen, okay? So I love you guys. I hope you're having a great Earth Day. Happy end of April, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.